Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen. We have another rewatch today. Our matchups are between Taylor Stevens as the Koreans, um, Barzy as the Spanish, Jake McKean as the Celts, and Spencer as the Rootin' Tootins. On the other side, we have Travis Cat as the Token Spanish. We've got Joel as the Berbers. No one burbs like Joel. I went with a throwback. Went with the Portuguese. Decided I needed to give it another roll on Black Forest, and then Jono was the Franks. Let me be frank. Um, when we look at, we should probably be going a little bit faster now. Let's see here. Let's look at some information here. When we look at our populations, we got about 4 minutes left, so things should be ramping up. Our villagers, Taylor's at 202, Spencer's at 217. Um, but we've kind of, and Jono's at 100, so Jono's going slow. Joel's at one, is that 37 or 57? I can't really tell on my computer. Must be at 140, because he's at 142 here. So, it's fine. Same as Jake McKean. Barzy's at 176 and it's kind of stopped. Barzy and I are identical almost. Holy cow. Although he has a lot more idle bills than I do. Um, while we're looking at things, our fronts, we've got a cutting section here. This is between Taylor and Jono. Not a lot of space. You can see like Jono's square is right there and Taylor's square is right here. So they are right on top of each other. Barzy is Taylor's pocket. Barzy has just industrialized their trade, it appears. Looks like they're going to cut through here, actually, is I think what they end up doing. Um, on the other side, we've got Travis, who's looking to cut through right here. We see that Spencer has already walled it off, though. Or Jake, actually, is who walled it off. And Spencer's ready for it, though. Um, very ready for what Travis is going to send his way. Um, you know, hats off to Spencer. He's been just playing next level. Has anyone got shot up? I'm up to 193, and Barzy's up to 193. Holy cow, Barzy! You and I are just like identical on the way we're maintaining our civs. I gotta look at this. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna slow that down because I want to see. So I'm at 70, 30, 65 with 198. Barzy is at Barzy. What are you at? Come on, give it to me. No, no, it's right on the thing. Barzy's is at 75, 52, 32, so he's lower on gold. But we are like neck and neck. Okay, so I've shot up a little bit higher on my villager count than he has now. But regardless, and let's keep it on Travis as I kind of want to watch this fight over here as I didn't get to see it in game. Um, and we're close to it, so that should be interesting. Spencer loves to do this. He'll set up his trebs right before treaty drop, and that way they'll immediately start hitting. It's a good move. Travis is sending his troops backwards. We'll see how the fight's going on over here. Right now, the only thing going on is Spencer shooting. I'm not seeing anything else going on. Um, Up in the north, Taylor's starting to cut. I've got a bunch of bombard cannons going. I'm trying to just kind of keep him under control. Of course, my bombard cannons are shooting the dudes and not the important stuff. On the other side, Travis has cut, only to find a wall, much to his dismay, and one, two, three castles with four castles. Ooh. And we see Joel is on this side over here up in the north. Taylor is putting pressure on me and Jono. Really Jono's base, but my troops. Jono was rolling a little slow this night. It was putting, he wasn't at full speed, it felt like. We see that Spencer is just dug in. Spencer's like, I don't need to fight this. I just need to not let you win this. Because on the other side, we've got Taylor coming, throwing a lot of skirms and halbs at me. Our trade is like right there. And has Barzy done anything yet? Barzy is not yet. Barzy is still cooking. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when he shows up. On the bottom side, they're what? Okay, I don't know what they're doing. Okay, Travis is cutting, I guess. I don't know where he's cutting to, but he is cutting. I don't know, guys. This is getting silly. Up in the north, we're, you know, fighting for our lives. Um, and putting pressure on Taylor. Barzy and Taylor are fighting up here. Um, yeah, so we see Barzy sending the cavalry, and there's a lot of trash. Taylor's throwing a lot of trash and trying to mix it in with siege. We see that both Barzy and Taylor have siege. Um, Still not seeing a lot of Jono. Our trade just is ugly. The other team's trade, just an open space of gorgeous. They just looked great. And he's even cleaning it up more. Of course he is, because Barzy, of course, has the bandwidth to fight on a front and push me back. On the other side, not a lot going on. Mostly just looking at each other. Is there somewhere that am I missing something? It sure looks like they're just hanging out. Well, all right. Joel has shown up here in the on this side, and Taylor is pushing into the trade. Is Travis out of resources? He's pop capped. No. Okay, so Spencer deletes wall. Is that what happens here? I don't know. Either way, he just Spencer got bored and said, "Fine, I will attack you since you're not attacking me." And on our side, Taylor just goes crazy over here. We see Joel is sending troops. Barzy's just going nuts. Barzy becomes a hot knife in this game. He just once he gets in, there's no stopping because they're gonna just own this trade zone. We needed to cut through right here is what we needed to do. Move our trade back. On the other side, Travis is fighting. See Spencer's going, and they love to do this. Build the towers forward and just turtle on up. Now we're seeing some Jono, but they are just in go mode, and Barzy's got his bombards well protected, and our trade is just dead. And I'm trying to Portuguese with hand cannoneers is garbage. This game's over. Well played, Taylor and Barzy. Down in the south, Joel is now turned to help Travis, but they cooked forever. But this site has just fallen apart now. They own the trade, and with it, Taylor has moved into Jono's base. We could have cut off the hand, and maybe we should have considered that. We haven't had a game where someone cut the hand off and kept pushing. We could have done that. We should have. Instead, we opted for let's round two. Barzy's just all over. Jono gives up the ghost, and the game is over quite quickly. So when we look at stats, for our military score, Spencer with the high score, Barzy 200 points behind, and Taylor right there. Just seemed like our team just didn't really get going. But they played well. Man, I just didn't have answers for Barzy that game. Taylor, I felt like we had Taylor on the ropes for a very short minute, and then Barzy showed up and he just pushed. And then we were able to do stuff with Joel there, but Joel needed to go and help on the Travis side. I'm not sure what was going on with Travis sitting there. I'd be interested to hear the feedback on the strategy there. I don't know. I'm always of the opinion that if you can attack, you should be attacking because all you're doing is letting the other team cook and think. And the more you cook and think, the more your odds are of winning. But especially when it's a better player matched up against a higher graded player matched up against a lower graded player. And maybe that's it. Maybe Jeff's right. Maybe Spencer's the 8 that we need to think of him as. Travis did have the fastest feudal, castle, and imperial, so that's good. I'd like to point out, Travis, I was 2 minutes behind you across the board, except for out of feudal. So you got a faster bump to castle, which is incredible because my feudal to castle is fast usually. But either way, GG, gentlemen. Barzy was right there as well. Funny how that works out. Yeah. Until next time, we out.